The body is an amazing thing. Did you know if you stop smoking, within 20 minutes, your heart and blood pressure drop? After 12 hours, the carbon monoxide level in your body drops to normal. The Great American Smokeout is a 24-hour event that encourages smokers to quit for the day, in hopes the change is permanent. Joining us in studio to talk about this year's event is Stevie Sweet, Senior Health Educator with the Florida Department of Health in Polk County, to talk about the day's events. Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Pretty good. I'd like to hear a little bit about this event, so go ahead and start.
The Great American Smokeout is a day that encourages current smokers, current tobacco users to find their inner quitter and to use tobacco cessation resources in order to do that. It's held in November. It's usually the third Thursday of the month. So it's held every single year, and it's just a time to encourage smokers to find their inner quitter.
What does Polk County do to participate in this event?
It varies each year. Previously, like last year, Polk County actually had cessation services here at the Board of County Commissioners building, and then they also had cessation services available at the Florida Department of Health building. We had students from SWAT, Students Working Against Tobacco, that came, and they helped disseminate information to visitors that came into both of the buildings and also to the employees of the buildings.
Who participates in the Great American Smokeout?
Normally it's going to be our employers that encourage their employees to quit smoking. It's a great way for the employees to take that date and use it as a part of their quit plan, and to use the cessation services that are available for them through their jobs.
What is the quit plan?
A quit plan is actually a tool that you can use to help you quit. It helps you pick a quit date, which is the date that you would decide that you are done with tobacco products. And then it also includes other resources like medications that you can use that are approved by the FDA.
Now, where do we find this quit plan? Is it online? Is it like
it's actually available on tobaccofreeflorida.com. There's plenty of resources there that are that can be used to quit and to promote cessation.
What are some of the other ways that the Florida Department of Health in Polk County is working towards a tobacco-free Florida?
One of the other ways that I think is the most unique is our student program, which is Students Working Against Tobacco, or SWAT as we call them. They are leaders within their middle and high school. They go out into the community and they educate community members and their peers on tobacco policies and what's going on locally with tobacco control policies. Another way that we are working towards a tobacco-free future is through our flavored resolutions, which we recently just had one passed within Eagle Lake. And what that is it's a policy to restrict the sale of flavored tobacco to minors. And our students are actually very hands-on with that. They went and presented to the commissioners within Eagle Lake. They gathered the materials and the resources that they needed in order to present. So it's a great way for the students to showcase their leadership abilities.
Do you accept volunteers for the program?
We do accept volunteers. We're always looking for anyone who wants to become an advocate for tobacco control. We have the Tobacco Free Partnership, which is our adult group, which our adult group comes together and they meet once a month. And through the meetings, we determine what policies we're going to work on and how we're going to work on those tobacco control policies. And then also, if there are any students who are interested, the SWAT program is always looking for volunteers within that as well.
How do volunteers get involved?
Volunteers can get involved through contacting the Florida Department of Health and contacting the Tobacco Prevention Program. They can contact myself or Angela Forte, who is over the Tobacco Free Partnership. And if they're interested in getting involved with SWAT, SWAT has a chapter meeting which is held once a month, and it's being held at Family Fundamentals in Lakeland. And if they want more information on that, they can also contact the Florida Department of Health.
What are some of the other ways that the Florida Department of Health in Polk County is working towards a tobacco-free Florida?
Some of the other ways that we're working towards a tobacco-free Florida would be through the employer cessation policy that we offer. Through employer cessation, we provide the 3 free and easy ways to quit, which you can go online, you can go in person, or you can do over-the-phone counseling. And that's just another resource for cessation. Anyone that's interested in quitting is encouraged to call them. Like I said, it's a free resource, and they offer nicotine replacement therapy for those that qualify, so they offer that free.
Is that a patch?
No, they have patches available, yes, but there's also lozenges, and there's actual medication that's approved from the FDA that they can get from their doctor as well.
I had no idea there was all those different things. I thought you just quit smoking, you just throw the pack away and that's it. No?
Yeah, it's very complicated. It's very hard for someone to quit. The average person tries to quit 8 to 11 times before they actually finally stay quit. So the more comprehensive and the more resources that they use, the better off their chances are of quitting.
I am so glad I don't smoke.
Yeah, it's a very hard habit to break.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about the prevention side of it.
So through our SWAT program, we encourage our students to get involved within their high schools or their community, because we do have a community-based club. We encourage them to get involved within their high schools and encourage others not to smoke and not to start the habit, not to use tobacco products. So SWAT students, they may do something on campus, like one of our clubs last year, they took 88 pairs of shoes and they made the number 88 because 88 Floridians die each day from tobacco use.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is, and that number has actually increased to 89 Floridians since last year. So.
Well, thank you very much, Stevie, for coming and giving us all this really important information about smoking and what it does to people and what you have out there for them to quit.
Thank you again for having me.
The Great American Smokeout is an annual event on the 3rd Thursday of November. The event challenges people to stop smoking cigarettes for 24 hours, hoping their decision not to smoke will last forever. The Florida Department of Health in Polk County's Tobacco Prevention Program uses grant funds to mobilize community efforts to encourage a tobacco-free Polk County. The major goals of the program are to reduce the prevalence of tobacco among youth, adults, and pregnant women, reduce per capita tobacco consumption, reduce exposure to secondhand smoke, reduce tobacco-related disparities in Polk County. This year's Great American Smokeout is scheduled for Thursday, November 20th. For more information about the event or resources, you can call the Florida Department of Health in Polk County at 863-519-7900 or look them up on the web at mypolkhealth.net/tobacco-prevention-control.